Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco Eagle HT 29.5 BHDS. You guys have picked a cool fifth wheel here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. First and foremost, let's talk about arriving at the campsite. A few things I want you to take into consideration are your slides. Make sure you have plenty of room for your slides to come in or out unhindered. Then where your water and electricity hookups are. Yours are going to be at the front of your unit on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, your power, and your docking station. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Our hitch man is going to go over unhooking your hitch for you. And your stabilizing system is going to be right in here. Show you instructions for it. Simply hold both of these in. That's going to turn your unit on. You're just going to hit auto level. Once you hit auto level, that's going to go ahead and run all your levels down. Got your unit level, stable. We're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Now these power cords I want to show you real quickly. Where they connect nowadays. There's a little groove to connect there. Push that in, twist it to the right to lock, and then put on your gray washer. And that'll hold it in lock position. 50 amp service. You got a big long cord at the end of that 50 amp service in your convenience pack. Will be the 50 to 30 dog bone. And should you need it, there's also a 30 down to 110. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook our water up. Coming inside here to your docking station. Got this hose in the way. Jayco made it real easy. There's how you set it to sanitize. There's how you tank fill. There's dry camp, winterize, and city water. So arriving at the campsite, you're going to set it up with your green to the left, blue to the right. We're hooked up for city water. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines inside your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so you always want to use this. Come over here to the right to your city water connection. Get this out of the way. Hook up your water pressure regulator to the city water connection side, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come right here to the right, and you're going to open up your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point, this will lift right off here, is make sure we've returned our drain plug and rod. You may have left it out from last time you were camping. Get that in there nice and tight. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater. Or you can turn on your hose, excuse me. Once your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to come to the top here, pull on your pressure release valve. That's going to let some air out of the lines, and then you have a nice steady flow of water coming out of there. Once you do, you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now, there is an on-off switch down here. It's set to off. The only time you're ever going to want to turn on your hot water heater here is if you're hooked up to just 110. Up here are some resets. If your hot water heater is not working, come out here. These will be bubbled out. Simply press them back in to reset it. Other instructions are here in case you need them. Let's say you're going camping and you're not going to hook up to city water. You can use potable water. Dry camp set. Turn your green handle down, your blue handle to the right. Fill it up the same way, burp your hot water heater the same way. However, when using potable water, Dry camping is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. See how light comes on for that? Shut that back off. You can also turn on your water pump from indoors as well. Got our water and electricity hooked up. We're all level and stable. This is the point where I would go and deploy my slides. I already have them out for you so you can see how much room you had. We'll do that when we go inside. I'll finish showing you around the outside. Starting at the front of your off-camp side is your propane. Here's a regulator. You have another one on the other side. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open up. Here's your hydraulics for your slides. Coming over to your docking station, you have this big long spray port hose. Your hot water bypass is bypassed right now because you're all sanitized with winterization. There's a solar panel hookup. Your unit's prepped for solar. Should you decide to hook up a solar panel, that'll trickle charge your batteries. Again, your water pump. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. All your cable and satellite hookups. Your knobs and which way you want to set it. To the left here is for sanitizing and winterizing. City Water Connect. And your handles for tanks to pull. There's a opening to go ahead and run your water hose down through there. To the right of that, your power. Your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this. It'll get rather warm. Again, your hot water heater. These are called wipers on your slides. They do sell in our store a wiper fluid. That'll keep those nice and pliable for you. Give a longer lasting life. Remember, anything I mentioned purchasing from our store, you can pick up at our store with a 10% off coupon. We have a low point drain over here. Your other flush. Big storage back here. Your ladder to go up and check your seams. This unit is prepped for a Furrion backup camera. You can pick up a device that'll sit on the dash of your tow vehicle, electronically communicating with that, giving you a backup camera. Come around to your campsite. You have your sink here. That last low point drain I just showed you is the drain for this sink. Little storage here. Prepped for a TV, 12 volt or 110. There's a bracket here. You can go ahead and put a mount up. Furrion sells Bluetooth speakers that you can connect to these. And your lighting from out here. Accent lighting. Another 110. Your grill. Your hose to hook that grill up. You'll simply hook it up on the end of that and come right down underneath here to your quick connect LP. Your stabilizing jacks, when you know where them are at, you might want to get jack pads for those. Those are going to protect your feet from dirt, debris, blacktop. In the summertime, big huge outdoor fridge with storage. There's your setting for your fridge. Coming around here, this is access to the back of your fridge. Speaking of that, there's your hood vent for your microwave, your big LED with lighting, outdoor speakers. There's a light here that gives you light underneath your steps so you can see them good at night. Your big pass-through storage with your hand crank for your spare tire. You have lighting out here. You can set this to motion or to on. Tire pressure 110 and cable up here. You want to set a TV out here as well. Your other propane tank. And up front your batteries. There's your spare tire. Check your battery posts. Make sure your terminals are nice and connected well. Belt covers everything on the outside. Let's go on the inside. What's really nice on this is you do have a handle here and up here. Nice sturdy entryway. Coming into your unit, I'm going to close the door behind me. Talk about the most important thing, your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is. It's by the entry doorway. To the right of that is where you can hook up another Bluetooth speaker. A 110 with GFCI reset. Down here is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. Now the reason I mentioned your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector, it runs only off battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, use your battery disconnect down in your storage area and disconnect this so it doesn't run your battery down. To the right on the floor. Here's your access panel for your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, a couple 25s. I highly recommend grabbing a handful of those and taking them with you. Coming up the wall, you'll see several of these throughout the unit. These are a temperature reader to help the thermostat work better. Interior lighting. Up above this is your J Command Center. Not sure how well you can see these. Try to turn where you can. Alright, so here you have your awning. Yeah, that's better with the light on. You can change your temperature here. You can pair your device to this and go outside and move your slides out. Here's where you can check your tanks. You see how full those are. Here's where you can turn on your hot water heater. Hit select to go through. Here's where you can turn on your hot water heater if you hooked up to gas. Just come over here and hit on. And here's where you can turn on your water pump. Going to the next one, awning. I'll go up to the awning and I'll hit extend. I'm going to run that out so you can show you how far to run them out. Do the same thing on your slide. Hit select, it'll bring them down. Check out your awning out here real quick. And extend it out just to show you how far you want to bring them out. You see you have everything gray. As you get to the end here, you're going to see the white flap fall down. Once you can see that black and that flap is down to 90 degrees, that's as far as you want to run that down. Come back over here, you would do the same thing. Turn on your temperature. Change your mode to fan, to heat, to air conditioning, to cool low, to mode off. Go up here, select, go up here to pair your device, temperature check. Above that, this is a template. If you ever decide to get this wired for solar, this is for the techs. It's already pre-wired behind that. Close your door. Remember, these are slam locks. They work best when you slam them. Coming through your unit, you do have lighting here. Another 110 on the side. Coming over here to self-explanatory microwave. Above your stove, you do have a fan and a light. You have a panel light for your stove. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn this to light. You'll see it change from, let me turn it back, from blue to red. Means your gas is on. Hit your spark and it'll light up when your gas is turned on. Do the same thing over here. You see it change to red to preheat your oven. You have a nice oven drawer on this. That's a rare commodity. There's your remote for your television here. You can change your inputs. Right here in the corner of the remote to TV. I'm going to shut that off. All of your manuals will be in this case as well. Coming over here to your fridge. If you're on an electric fridge, you can turn in your controls there. Coming down to your Furrion sound system. This is all set up for a DVD player as well. So you can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. You can shut it off in here and just have it outdoors. Bluetooth compatible, disc. Let's talk about the fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. The heat is on high, and right now I can already feel it. So, if you're hooked up at a campsite and you're gonna have a chilly evening or a chilly morning, instead of using up your gas, go ahead and use your electricity to warm it up in here. That'll get it toasty in here in a matter of moments. Coming up into your bunk area, you do know these double bunks have a 600-pound capacity. It's prepped for a television up here as well. There's a backer and 110 and cable hookup. Here's your lighting. Of course, your drawers. Coming around to your sofa here. I'm going to show you real quickly how to turn that into a bed. Your backs are just Velcroed on. Simply peel them off. Stand in the middle. I found Gives you the best leverage. Open up your legs and pull it towards you. Lay the back down. And just that quickly, you've got another sleeping quarters. Just reverse the process. Put your cushions back in place. Just that quickly, you're back to the sofa. Over here on the dinette, you can unhook that from that end, and it'll sit down on these. Put your back cushions in, gives you another place to sleep. Coming up here, I do want to point out in the ceiling, besides several speakers, 4 of them up here, there's your smoke alarm, return vents. Come over to the bathroom. You have a 110 here. You do have plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on your plumbing. Maintain it like you would your home. Your big wardrobe slide. Coming back here into the bedroom. Just point out some lighting here. Your reading light and highlight here. Along with 110s on the side of the bed. This is also prepped for a television. 12 volt or 110. Cable hookups underneath the bed. You do have nice storage as well with hydraulics to hold the bed up. Simply push it back down. Again, another temperature reader. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close everything up. First and foremost, I want you to make sure nothing is going to impede the slide from coming in. Nothing on the floor over here next to your bed. Same thing in the living room. I want you to look around, make sure nothing has been left out to impede the slide from coming in. Once we got everything all safe, we're going to go ahead and go through the unit and close all the lights off. A lot of them are individual, not off this main light here. So we'll go through and shut them off. Alright, so I went through the unit and shut off all the secondary lighting. We're going to bring this around till we get to our slides. Go to slide 1 and hit retract. That's going to be your wardrobe slide in the bedroom. Again, make sure nothing's in there, nothing in the way. Come down here to select, slide 2, and hit retract. Don't worry if you see the slide tip backwards. That's just because the slide mechanisms are all on the bottom. It levels itself out once it's in. And I also just wanted you to know that when you hear that grinding noise, it's okay. You're not grinding anything. That's just how the slide protects itself from over sliding. Go ahead and hit 1 right there. That'll shut off all the lights. Go ahead and hit number 2. Number 2 is going to shut off your awning lights, and I'm going to run that awning in real quick. So as we exit our unit, you want to make sure this exterior door is all the way open before sweeping off and lifting up these steps. Simply let it slide into the door. Close your exterior door, lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. Your door is now secure. Go through and lock all your storage. Unhook your gas. Put away all of your storage. Come to this low point drain. You're gonna open that up. That's gonna be your sink for your outdoor kitchen. You're gonna come to this low point drain, and you're gonna open up your red and blue here. You come to your hot water heater. You need to leave the line out, and with a socket driver, because you don't want your fingers too close to this, you're gonna open up your hot water heater and drain that. unhook our electricity, unhook our water, come back up here, get our hitch hooked up. You can simply hit retract all. That's going to bring all of your stabilizing jacks up. You're going to head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you take the sewage hose that comes in the convenience pack, and you're going to hook it up right here. You're going to come over here, and you're going to pull your left black handle. That's going to be your sewage. Once it sounds like your sewage is no longer draining, take the hose provided at the dump station, hook up your water pressure regulator, and come up here to your black tank flush. Hook that up, hook your hose up, leave your black tank handle open, and run that hose for about 5 minutes. What that's going to do is it's going to spray out your black tank and clean all that nastiness out of there. Then you can go ahead and close that, unhook your hose, and pull your front gray. That's going to clean out your sewage hose. You can unhook your sewage hose, close that front gray. Come to the back. Hook up this sewage hose all the way at the rear. Or pick up one that has a Y on it out of our store. And then you're going to pull your second gray handle. Again, that's going to clean your sewage hose out. Take your sewage hose, store it in a nice sanitary place, and head on home. Again, we thank you for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy this travel, this fifth wheel Eagle for many years to come. Happy camping.